Imagine you are a soldier, finally home from a long and brutal war. You are sitting in a quiet, safe, and peaceful room. The fighting is over. The danger has passed, but you cannot sleep. You cannot rest. Your body is still tense. Your ears are still listening for the sound of the next explosion. You are waiting with every fiber of your being for the other shoe to drop. This is what it can feel like to be afraid of being happy. It's the moment you get the good news you've been dreaming of. And your first thought is not one of joy, but a cold, quiet dread. Okay, so what's going to go wrong now? It's having a perfect, peaceful day with someone you love. And finding yourself unconsciously picking a fight over something small. It's feeling a moment of genuine calm and immediately flooding it with anxious thoughts about your to-do list or the state of the world. It is the strange, heartbreaking, and deeply confusing art of sabotaging your own good moments. And it leaves you feeling exhausted and broken, asking yourself, why can't I just be happy? Why do I always ruin things? If this feels like your story, then you are about to understand a secret protective mechanism that lives deep inside of you. You are not sabotaging your happiness because you are a pessimist or because you believe you don't deserve it. You are sabotaging your happiness because your brain, in its infinite and misguided wisdom, learned a powerful and dangerous lesson a long, long time ago. Happiness is not safe. And your brain's number one job is not to make you happy. It is to keep you safe. So when it detects the vulnerable, open, and unfamiliar state of happiness, your inner bodyguard sees it as a threat, and it moves to neutralize it before it can hurt you. This protective pessimism is not a personality trait. It is a learned trauma response. It is a survival strategy forged in the classrooms of your past. For many, it was learned in the environment of the other shoe to drop. You grew up in a home that was chaotic, unstable, or emotionally unpredictable. Good moments were rare, and they were often quickly followed by a crisis. A peaceful afternoon could be shattered by a parent's bad mood, a sudden fight, or a wave of tension. Your child's brain, a brilliant pattern-making machine, learned a devastating equation. Joy is the warning sign. Happiness is the eerie quiet before the storm. So now, as an adult, the feeling of genuine peace can trigger a primal alarm in your nervous system. Your body tenses up, waiting for the familiar impact that it believes is sure to follow. Sabotaging the good moment is your brain's desperate attempt to control the inevitable crash. It's a way of saying, I will burn this beautiful house down myself before I have to watch it be destroyed by someone else again. For others, this fear was learned in the environment of conditional worth. In your childhood, you were not celebrated for just being. You were praised for doing, for achieving, for being good. Simple, restful, and unproductive happiness was not valued. It might have been seen as lazy or selfish. You learned that joy was not a state to be inhabited, but a reward to be earned after a great struggle. So now, when happiness comes easily or for no reason at all, it feels wrong. It feels unearned. You feel a deep, unsettling guilt, and you sabotage it by immediately focusing on what you should be doing, turning a moment of peace into a source of anxiety about your own productivity. And for some, the lesson was even more direct. Your joy was learned in an environment where happiness was punished. Perhaps you had a caregiver who was overwhelmed, jealous, or controlling. Your spontaneous laughter was too loud. Your excitement was too much. Your simple, childish joy was met with a scowl, a sharp word, or a punishment. You learned a truly heartbreaking lesson. My happiness makes the people I depend on angry. To be safe, I must be small. I must be quiet. I must not shine too brightly. So you learn to dim your own light, to sabotage your own joy as a profound and necessary act of self-preservation. So you arrive in adulthood with a nervous system that is deeply suspicious of happiness, and you develop a whole toolkit of subtle sabotage strategies to protect yourself from it. One strategy is worrying and catastrophizing. The moment things feel good, you actively search for the cloud in the silver lining. You start to obsess about what could go wrong, scanning the future for potential disasters. This is your brain's way of bringing you back down to a more familiar, and therefore safer, emotional baseline of anxiety. Another strategy is picking fights or creating drama. Peace feels foreign, chaos feels like home. So, you unconsciously introduce a bit of chaos into a calm situation. You bring up a contentious topic with your partner. You get irritated over a small inconvenience. You create a problem that needs to be solved because the state of solving problems feels more active, more familiar, and less vulnerable than the state of simply enjoying peace. And a very common strategy is minimizing and dismissing. You get a promotion and you immediately say, "It's not that big of a deal." You have a wonderful experience and you immediately find a flaw in it. This is a way to lower the emotional stakes. If you don't let yourself get too happy, it won't hurt as much when the happiness is inevitably taken away. It is a preemptive strike against future pain. So, how do we begin to unlearn this fear? How do we teach the soldier within us that they are finally home, that the war is over? You cannot force it. You cannot shame yourself into being happy. The journey is a gentle one. It is about slowly, patiently, and compassionately increasing your nervous system's capacity to tolerate joy. The first step is to simply acknowledge the fear when it arises. The next time you are in a good moment and you feel that familiar dread, that urge to sabotage, pause. Name it without judgment. There is the part of me that is afraid this won't last. I see you. You are trying to protect me. By seeing it as a protector, not a monster, you take away its shame and you begin to build a new relationship with it. The second step is to practice micro-dosing joy. Don't try to be happy for a whole day. It is too much pressure. Start with 30 seconds. The next time you drink a cup of coffee, for just 30 seconds, do nothing else. Just feel the warmth of the mug. Just smell the aroma. Just savor the taste. Let that small, simple pleasure land in your body without immediately thinking about what's next. You are practicing the art of letting a good feeling in, improving to your nervous system that it is safe to do so. The third step is to stay in your body. Joy, peace, and calm are physical sensations. When you feel a good moment, bring your attention to where you feel it in your body. Is it a warmth in your chest? A lightness in your shoulders? It's a feeling of a real smile on your face? Anchor the good feeling in a physical sensation. It helps to code the experience in your body's memory as safe and real. And finally, you can create an aftercare plan. If you know that a particularly happy day or a moment of vulnerability often leads to a sabotage hangover the next day, plan for it. Be gentle with yourself. Decide ahead of time that you will have a quiet evening, watch a comforting movie, or do something soothing. You are anticipating your protector's fear. You are reassuring it that you will take care of it after the joyful event is over. You are not allergic to happiness. You are not broken. You are a survivor who is now faced with a strange and courageous task of learning to feel safe in the quiet, peaceful world you have fought so hard to create. The journey is about gently teaching the soldier within you that they can finally put down their weapons. That peace is not an ambush, and that joy is not a warning sign. It is your birthright. If this video was helpful for you, please show your support by clicking the like button. To continue this journey of healing, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. And if you know someone who struggles to let themselves be happy, please share this video. It might be the understanding and compassion they need to start believing that they are worthy of joy. Thank you for watching. It is safe to be happy.